Victory after 4 long years. Victory after blood, sweat, and tears. A nation torn apart, soon will be on the mend. Appomattox is the place it all ends. Glory, glory for the North, it was tough. Land of the free, but it's written in blood. Land of the free, it was taken in blood. Glory, glory for the North, it was tough. Siege of Gettysburg and Richmond, the last stand of the North Virginian ranks out of supplies, and the Union's closing in ferociously, fighting as darkness descends. 9 months, a torturous calamity. Confederates retreat, last minute insanity. Take them in, provisions take to the hills. Yeah, hastily to avoid death and chills. But Sheridan and his men in hot pursuit. The Federals at this point sense the truth. The enemy from the south, they are doomed. Cut them off and tighten the noose. Cut them off and tighten the noose. Victory after 4 long years. Victory after blood, sweat, and tears. A nation torn apart, soon will be on the mend. Appomattox is the place it all ends. Glory, glory for the North, it was tough. Land of the free, but it's written in blood. Land of the free, it was taken in blood. Glory, glory for the North, it was tough. 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 Glory. Fighting retreat is all they can muster on every ridge. Another Union unit cluster. We're closing in on every side. Lee, surrender, there's no hope, can't you see? Just surrender. Ulysses Grant and Pullman, that's what they should do. More death unnecessary when you know you'll lose. The wrong side of history, they face defeat. Stars and strides fly high to victory. Yeah, the eagle soars over battlefields, rejoice, tempered by the mournful fog. There's no choice about this slavery, created equally. This war showcase death has no loyalty. It comes for all men, regardless of color. It comes for all men. Brother kills brother in this war. Civil War. Victory after 4 long years. Victory after blood, sweat, and tears. A nation torn apart, some will be on the mend. Appomattox is the place it all ends. Glory, glory for the North, it was tough. Land of the free, but it's written in blood. Land of the free, it was taken in blood. Glory, glory for the North, it was tough. 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 Glory. Lay siege to rich men, break their lines. Lay siege to rich men, cut off supplies. They can't fight a war with no weapons or food. Explosions and smoke fill the air through and through. Grant and Lee, a game of cat and mouse, the line untenable, but they fight to save every house. Pounding with artillery relentlessly, hungry to claim victory. And in this war you see, sick and tired of death and haunted memories. Richmond and Petersburg turn to history. Sick and tired of death and haunted memories. Sick and tired of them thinking they know liberty. Trying to fracture this nation, oh they will not succeed. Traitors to our noble cause, we will make them believe. In 1865, rebellion is at an end. Blood spilled north and south in the dirt, my friend. Glory, 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 glory. Blood spilled north and south in the dirt, my friend. Glory, 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 glory. Blood spilled north and south in the dirt, my friend. When Richmond falls, the end is near, yeah. When Richmond falls, the end is near. Cross the James River in the summer, bad intentions smoke the Confederates out. is our mission. After a long third year of cruelty and malice, both sides seem to tire of war. Their side invalid, you don't see now that your ways are wrong, but you will see it in the end when all the smoke is gone. So here come the Federals marching glory, glory, ready to put an end to the story so gory. Yeah, freedom, it was taken with blood. The Union Army marches towards the wind of war, so tough. Army of the Potomac marching through valleys and over hills. Strength in numbers, overwhelming, yes it kills. Glory. Another southern city burns, burns, burns in the distance, Sherman's men keep marching, leave nothing for him to pillage. Another southern city burns, burns, burns in the distance, Sherman's men keep marching, leave nothing for him to pillage. Burn everything, military or not. Devastating blow, adding depth to the plot. Triumph and feeling no one can stop us. Atlanta has fallen, riding high, we will crush. In the streets, rubble, fallen bodies. July 22nd, Shermans March, only starting. Hood in his men in retreat, break the South. Lincoln's cause looking good, there's no doubt. Shoot 'em up with the rifles like in siege, oh yes we will. Shoot it up not for fun, it's necessary, yes we feel. The casualties start to mountain, for one side is victory. The Northerners are reflecting General Sherman perfectly. Tenacious is one word, just describe him if you please. A skirts described by others dependent geographically. One thing's for sure, this campaign is successful through the South. Taking the fight to them in 1864 breakout. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Another southern city burns, burns, burns in the distance. Sherman's men keep marching, leave nothing for him to pillage. Take the fight to the South, deep into their heart. Divert them and maneuverly will outsmart. Blood is spilled up and down this great land, freeing those shackled as we march. The plan, or maybe we don't care. Maybe it's all collateral. Our real objectives show the South they can only move lateral. Shoot 'em up with the rifles, every battle victorious. Shoot 'em up with the rifles, no harsh feelings, yes there is. Can't really now overstate the screams of my friends are still fresh. The torch was brought upon us by Confederates more or less. So when we raise the trust of Savannah, best believe this personal. The memories of the wilderness, refit just burning slow. The Union's marching on, burning pillage our own land. Yeah, war will never be pretty, but we're moved so it can end. Another southern city burns, 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 burns. In the distance, Sherman's men keep marching. Leave nothing for him to pillage. Defense and retreat, tell me who are you fooling? Johnson lacks the men to take Sherman out, no fooling. Defeat after defeat, all along the railroad line. Keep the victory and we keep movement's prime. Johnson stop running, facing fight mortality. The North superior numbers bringing chaos when they siege. Yeah we know, but you can't flee that scene. Yeah we know, but you can be replaced. You see, another southern city burns, 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 burns. In the distance, Sherman's men keep marching, leave nothing for him to pillage. After the wilderness, cold harbor spots of vain. Yeah, we need to move on the South, present danger. Forced them to strain, dwindling resources, forced them to repay all the blood spilled. Hopeless, so we send our bulldog on that campaign of destruction. Sherman and his men blaze a trail like it was nothing. 1864's been a long year for both sides, but the South know that it is near. Burn. 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 Another southern city burns, burns, burns in the distance, in the distance. Sherman's men keep marching, leave nothing for him to pillage, to pillage. Another southern city burns, burns, burns in the distance, in the distance. Sherman's men keep marching, leave nothing for him to pillage, for him to pillage. Burn. Thousands have been lost on this frontal assault, desperate to outflank General Lee at all costs. Ulysses takes his men, smashing in the front lines. The enemy is holding carnage, sweeps through the mind. Yeah, where the hell is hope? Has it abandoned us? Numbers really don't matter when your enemy is tough. It's just slaughter for the North, the Southern victory. Cold Harbor is the last time we face defeat. Suffering knows no end in this campaign. Reinforcements, reinforce, but soon they'll know pain. We hold on, this position, fending traitors off. A crossroads, insignificant until the battle calls. History will know these days, acknowledge sacrifice of men and young boys converging here just to die, hurling themselves into the enemy lines. The established fortifications so we cannot shift the tide. It's just a hell of bullets cutting down men dressed in blue. No advantage even gained, so what's the point? What's the use? Fall down in this hell against the Confederate guns. A battle so one-sided when the day is done. It's been attrition, it's been harder. The Southern Army holding stronger. A front assault has failed us. Horror. Many men fall with honor. Many men are falling martyrs for a cause that's looming larger. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the crossroads, Cold Harbor. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the crossroads, Cold Harbor. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the crossroads, Cold Harbor. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the crossroads, Cold Harbor. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the crossroads, Cold Harbor. Days of hell, stuck in trenches, barred down. The only sound around, explosion and screams abound. But they're more like moans of our men suffering in between the trench work, both sides are covering. Sharpshooters raining down, bullets picking men off. Grant waits and waits to call this all a loss. So more men suffer, yeah, more of us die, and our southern enemy barely fell back all this time. So down and ravines, next to no hope. Countless soldiers in the darkness, they know the enemy has fortified and taken hills. So when we charge, we just fall, they get kills. Down in swamps, next to a lie that we can still outmaneuver their side. Countless soldiers men turn to target practice, mired by Confederates on all sides. The hope was to take the fight to them in the war. Reality is suffering uncovered, there'll be more enrichment. Stands untouched yet enticingly close, but Spotsylvania in the wilderness in silence. Spinning your voice, is it really worth it? Grant, what time will let us know for real? Meanwhile, we will fight like hell is on our hills. Represent the stars and strike freedom and liberty. Even if that the waste, we will charge eagerly. It's been attrition, it's been harder. The Southern Army holding stronger. A front assault has felt us horror. Many men fall with honor. Many men are falling martyrs for a cause that's looming larger. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the the cross was Cold Harbor. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the cross was Cold Harbor. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the cross was Cold Harbor. Down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the cross was Cold Harbor. Yeah, down on the battlefield, it's cold, it's cold. It's the cross was Cold Harbor. Attack, overwhelm them. Tell me where they are. Reconnaissance is lacking. We are blind, we are lost. Open fire like a line of red lightning. So close, feel the heat from their guns. They wait at the end of every crossroads. With bullets and chaos we run. Attack with reinforcements. Do not compromise the mission. Lost in translation, so we don't wait over ambition. Open fire, mow us down, Cold Harbor. Waste of many lives, Cold Harbor. The enemy amassed at Cold Harbor. We gain for now, but not much longer. Well, we made it now, this far. Keep on marching over hills and valleys. Though we suffer, many have been lost. Freedom can't be measured by the tally. Everything the Union is standing for must prevail, so carry on the mission. And we cannot hope to win this war without facing more attrition. Without facing more attrition. The cross was Cold Harbor. Trying to find us, what they found is a fight. Heavy infantry, greet their men, what a sight. A tactical mistake and it became such a fight. Confederates, if not dead, captured and lost in the night. But just days before, we found an enemy equipped, ready to repulse us with artillery, they don't quit. Running into their trap, obstacles they set up. No need to fire rifles, there's no need, there's no fuss. Back and forth we go, gaining ground, maybe not. The sky it opens up, sending rain to the ground. Muscle treacherous and yet Lee moves to march. His men, we hold the high ground, fight to fend them off. The enemy is not deterred by the losses we inflict. Down at the courthouse fighting fiercely, we don't quit. Rifle fight get tearing through, men falling all around. Down at the courthouse, no justice to be found. I fall at the courthouse now. I saw all the men falling down. I heard all the rifles when they fire. Ask Pennsylvania, did we even get higher? I fall at the courthouse now. I saw all the men falling down. I heard all the rifles when they fire. Ask Pennsylvania, did we even get higher? Bloody angle corners on the scale that's never been seen. The attack proceeded by mistake, Union crashes through clean, annihilating a unit of Confederates on the way. Looking good at first, but soon it's a stalemate. So successful initially, we don't know what to do. Just a mindless mob moving while the enemy regroups, ready to fight back, and they do so with intent. Soon the fighting will raise on both sides, losing grip. Shot after shot poured in the fallen bodies. Everything around torn to shreds by the volleys. Bodies piled up, hear the screams, hear the roar. The battlefield is deafening, and the blood spill more and more. We are desperate to make way, but to resist equally. Fight on top of corpses of our friends who believe the carnage on this day can't be described. That's no lie. At the bloody angle, blood pools, it's from both sides. I fall at the courthouse now. I saw all the men falling down. I heard all the rifles when they fire. Ask Pennsylvania, did we even get higher? I fall at the courthouse now. I saw all the men falling down. I heard all the rifles when they fire. Ask Pennsylvania, did we even get higher? Higher. Higher. Cross the pole, engage the enemy, we try. Confederates move, we underestimate their size. The trenches near Laurel Hill, we gain, they take back. We fought so brazen with a charge into the crash. Grant gave orders to attack another time. Upton looking to regain reputation, he declined. Cross, we must, the forest is set ablaze. The enemy shells ignite the trees in a haze. Moving blind, incorrectly and hastily, we move to press the south invasively. Invasively, turn the tide, push the lines, moving in, acting like there's no time. There's no time. Hesitation, delay, thinking they defend the bridge. Blockhouse bridge, fatal decision. Yes, it is. Lead moves men to reinforce over the night. Men who will soon absorb the blow and take the fight. Confederates hold the high ground up at the courthouse. Entrenched we will, that was the order that's announced. Sedgwick, our leader, declaring they can't hit the mark. A bullet will enter his head and send him into the dark. Race to Spotsylvania, leave the burning death behind. We race, but they're ahead this time. Ahead this time. Fighting will resume around the courthouse and prove to be bloody like the wilderness in time. In time, I fall at the courthouse now. I saw all the men around me falling down. I heard all the rifles when they were fired. At Spotsylvania, did we even get higher? I fall at the courthouse now. I saw all the men around me falling down. I heard all the rifles when they were fired. At Spotsylvania, did we even get higher? Higher. 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 At Spotsylvania, did we even get higher? Ready to move, disengage, wearing them down, but with rage. Death has been profound, there's no way to avoid it. What can I say? 7th of May, moving out to a landmark in the distance courthouse, but not without leaving men behind. In the wilderness, blood you can find. What is Lee doing? I really don't wanna hear it. Keep on moving, focus on ourselves, and you will see it that he is just a man you best stay steady. Though collapse has befallen us, but we will fight on, we will flash our own brilliance. In the end they'll fear us, wearing them down is the point of the campaign. You should trust this foggiest night fell the enemy they flank, trying to take advantage of inexperience in our ranks. But the forest, it consumes any advantage that they gain. The Union flank reinforced and will to fight remains. Time to make a move, but our move is to flee. The enemy try, maybe we'll see, but we can't see the forest for the trees. No, we can't see the forest for the trees. Yo, time to make a move, but our move is to flee. The enemy try, maybe we'll see, but we can't see the forest for the trees. No, we can't see the forest for the trees. Confusion for the enemy, firing at their own ranks. Victorious against us, it's a harsh fact, what can I say? Relentless, so ferocious, they attack, hit our flank. Throw the dead for them, pile up, Rock Road, they capture anyway. Shooting at them tirelessly, lighting up the sky, only seem to provoke them endlessly. They charge with fight, orange plank, roll close quarters in a veil of smoke, choking the lungs in confusion, reign supreme, shooting at ghosts in the thicket, both figuratively, and if your bullet hits the mark quite literally. Every attack we make seems there's heavy resistance. Confederates, they seem to be all around, no escaping the screams, no there's nowhere to run, so we push on remembering the sounds. Time to make a move, but our move is to bleed the enemy dry. Maybe we'll see, but we can't see the forest for the trees. No, we can't see the forest for the trees. Yo, time to make a move, but our move is to bleed the enemy dry. Maybe we'll see, but we can't see the forest for the trees. No, we can't see the forest for the trees. Ignition from all the gunfire. The dense brush is set ablaze. The wounded from both sides are trapped in the path of the flames. Hear the screams of our comrades, and there's not a thing we can do. Hear those screams in our nightmares for as long as we live so true. But that's just the price for what we fight for. No one understands. We can't say we're too prideful. The pain, not delightful, but move on and fight for a better day, free from the smoke. A better day, so pick up your rifle. Spot the enemy, it's our chance to attack with haste. No hesitation if you have a chance to not engage. But the enemy held numbers unforeseen initially, and rained down fire on our ranks endlessly. Frustrated by delay, frustration sets in. Confederates seem to meet us at every junction. Approach the enemy earthworks with men on every side. Superior, yes, in number. Superior, we must ride. March, attack them now. The old battlefield is near. Reminder of the failure of the past year. Set up camp next to the old battlefield on the eve of battle, where 1 year before our men were slaughtered. Camp where our men were dismantled. Skulls and skulls all around, just avoid being seen. Don't get caught in the wilderness, please. Prepare for attrition, wearing leaves. Army down ahead, battlefield where this war is lost or found. Where this war is lost or found. Where this war is lost or found. Time to make a move, but our move is to bleed the enemy dry. Maybe we'll see, but we can't see the forest for the trees. No, we can't see the forest for the trees. Yo, time to make a move, but our move is to bleed the enemy dry. Maybe we'll see, but we can't see the forest for the trees. No, we can't see the forest for the trees. But we can't see the forest for the trees. But we can't see the forest for the trees. But we can't see the forest for the trees. But we can't see the forest. Pennsylvania, the countryside, in a country that's been ripped apart by ideology and moral principle. You can find a land that's been scarred. You can hear the blast from the cannons, yeah, you can smell the smoke from gunfire. You can hear the screams of the dying, yeah, you can see the brave, hear them crying. Gettysburg is that place where the fearless fight perception, but reality is fear takes hold, and it never was that far from your side. The Union Army marches on this place, nameless, insignificant, until the battle breaks and the ground for acres is covered in the dead. Fight for freedom, for whatever that takes if you dare. Down in Pennsylvania, the countryside, the north and south clash, and for what? because the traitors in the South won't give up their slaves, and the North has vowed to take that away. President Lincoln really seeks to preserve the Union, but it's far too late. Over the years, the wounds have cut deep, and so many fade. Gettysburg is that place where tensions come to a head. Many soldiers at this point are only fighting to preserve their family, their home. Like yes, it said it's all of that and so much more. All men created equal, witness this war. If you question that fact, a cannonball can tear apart any man's flesh regardless of the color. Bullets embed themselves in the skin equally, regardless you will discover. Victory, victory, I hear the Union Army marching. 3 days, turn the tide of the war. 3 days overarching, freedom, liberty, paid in blood so costly. Victory, victory, hear those men in blue marching. Well, I don't really care what's been said. Cemetery ridge filled up with the dead. 12,500 Confederates charge the Union line of rifle fire. Just bloodshed, row after row of men are gunned down, but fearlessly another row comes. Slaughter on a scale so massively, forced to retreat when the day is done. I can hear the marching, yes I know silence will befall many souls down in Pennsylvania, the countryside. Yes I know, I can hear the marching, yes I know silence will befall many souls down in Pennsylvania, the countryside. Yes I know. Well, on day 2, most of the armies have amassed. Well, on day 2, the skirmish is a full-on clash. Little round top, we feel the devil's den, peach orchard fighting fierce, and there's no end. Many men fall, but the Union's holding strong against the men in gray. The enemy we hold strong, leads plan to invade, push the lines dead wrong. These days will be etched into the hearts by song. July 1st, chaos for the men in blue. Lead viciously attack Buford's infantry. The brains crumble and retreated through the streets and town, to the hills, to the south, while Lee was buried down. While Lee was buried down. While Lee was buried down. Robert E. Lee moves to invade, then the Northern Army awaits Meade and his men, trying to take the fight to them. Lee's plan made sense. The North amassing laid out a fish hook defense. I can hear the marching, yes I know silence will befall many souls down in Pennsylvania, the countryside. Yes I know. Lee brings his army north, you see the countryside opens up green, but in the hills waiting between, we will be flying stars and stripes to be seen. Flying stars and stripes to be seen. Flying stars and stripes to be seen down in Pennsylvania, down in the countryside, down in Pennsylvania. A battlefield's waiting down in Pennsylvania, down in the countryside, down in Pennsylvania. A battlefield's waiting. The tide of war will shift in our favor as the enemy approaches now. Gettysburg, remember through the ages. If you listen, you can still hear the sound. You can still hear the sound. You can still hear the sound of them down in Pennsylvania, down in the countryside of them down in Pennsylvania. A battlefield's waiting of them down in Pennsylvania, down in the countryside of them down in Pennsylvania. A battlefield's waiting of them marching. A battlefield's waiting. A battlefield's waiting. waiting. A battlefield's waiting. Ready to attack one last attack at Chancellorsville, but we fall back, retreat with haste, a dangerous pace. The river rose, the bridge not safe. Gotta get away from this place. Cedric only thinking how he can save. Lee holding strong, the enemy equipped with tactical advantage. Yeah, surely that's it. At Mary's has an infamous stone wall. Confederates make a stand against the Union forlorn. Attack after attack is repulsed, yet far gone. Stop it so we can gather up the dead we soon won, because the sparsely defended position come on. Break through the Chancellorsville, force the South to respond. After more bloodshed, after more wounds is bleed. Bloody fight until the day is done, you'll see. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to die at the sunken place. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to fall at their hands, no face. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to die at the sunken place. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to fall at their hands, no face. Gather in the trenches, ready to charge the heights of stone wall, and most of us will fall. Cannonballs fly, just blasting away. General Hooker hit, no, he's not unscathed. Confederacy fire, yeah, it spawns away. Our guns outmatched, we thought that there's no way. They pushed us out, we know we must retreat. Fighting as we flee, in this we face defeat. We took the fight to them, had them on the ropes for sure. Maneuvering our men in a horseshoe that exposed artillery position on various sites around the scene. Infantry position to attack and break through clean. On the hills of defeat, at the hands of Stonewall Jackson. Our numbers are still strong and they got split up, we can cash in. However we make moves, playing right into their hands. They attack and capture men as well as Hazel Grove for command. You have come a long, long way just to die at the sunken place. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to fall at their hands, no face. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to die at the sunken place. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to fall at their hands, no face. Waiting at night, the cemetery. The enemy could be anywhere, and that's just scary. Shooting ourselves to trigger happy loss in a moment. The full moon up above lights the night to what's coming. The enemy up ahead, shooting a barrage, carrying off their general Stonewall like a mirage. He's been wounded, shot up by his own men. It really just seems that's how this war is lost. Well, for them, sunken place. Soldiers no face, they're just gone. Gone, gone. They're just gone, gone, gone. Sitting around the camp for supper. No, there was not a sound except the crackle of the fire. The sun was taken down by commotion, hear it well. Animals scurry by and then we hear the rebel yell. Chaos on our ranks, lining us up for the slaughter. Trying to resist but not for long, not much longer. The ambush overwhelmed us, it's just bullets everywhere. Our men are falling all around, it's hard not to care. Sunken place. The soldiers no face, they're just gone. Gone, gone. They're just gone, gone, gone. sunken place. Soldiers, no face. They're just gone. Sunken place. Soldiers, no face. They're just gone. Defeat is what we taste during the days of this battle. Inexperience, hesitation to make moves. They dismantle, taking up positions that only expose and doom our flame. Let the enemy move and attack, no time to think. Far superior in numbers and they're scattered all around, but superior in spirit, fighting hard to take us down. Jackson just maneuvers, Hooker shouldn't hesitate, but defensive is the strategy, force them to engage. Chancellorsville, we pinned them down just to stop. Surprisingly, Hooker opted just to stop. After successfully we countered their aggression with the loss. Jackson wanted to take the fight, so we must hold strong. Hooker at the same time ordered Union to march, so real. All roads lead to Chancellorsville. All roads lead to Chancellorsville. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to die at the sunken place. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to fall at their hands, no face. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to die at the sunken place. Hey, you have come a long, long way just to fall at their hands, no face. Defending opposition, digging in at shot low. The bullets zipping by, sound like hornets, you should know. You should know. The might of the Union Army converges on this place. On this place. In the shadow of the church Shiloh, many men met the fate. Met the fate. Retreat, retreat, Confederates retreat. Just past the church that gives the battle its name. Retreat, retreat, Confederates retreat. 10,000 soldiers left behind, most of them slain. It's never easy, no. Control the corner throw, repulsing their attacks. Superior numbers we still show. The fight so fierce, shots of fire frantically, so intense. Even Sherman can recall what he's seen. Yeah, the tide is changing, our forces now grown. Take initiative and make sure that they know the rebels push us back only just the day before a reinforcements have arrived. Tennessee River, they're exposed, yeah, here we come. All our units push back, Beauregard, his men, whatever else that they had. Here comes Grant, Sherman, yes, the Union strength. Counterattack, April 7th at great length. Defending opposition, digging in at shot low. The bullets zipping by, sound like hornets, you should know. You should know. The might of the Union Army converges on this place. On this place. In the shadow of the church Shiloh, many men met the fate. Met the fate. Yeah, halt. Bring their men to a halt. Thinking Buell and his men march up to Decatur. Halt. Bring their men to a halt. Well, for now, but guess what? We'll see them later. It's never easy, no, against artillery assemble. And since they underestimate, we'll make sure that they know. Yes, they thought they had us be overrunning our camp, celebrating premature. It turns out we got a chance. Yeah, they pushed us back, gave us hell, but oh well, because we'll get them in the morning. Confidence not hard to sell, and yet the cries of the wounded could be heard through the night. The rain fell on us unopposed. What a sight! Push us back to the river after combat so intense. Misery through the night, and there is no more defense. Misery through the night, and there is no more defense. Defending opposition, digging in at shot low. The bullets zipping by, sound like hornets, you should know. You should know. The might of the Union Army converges on this place. On this place. In the shadow of the church Shiloh, many men met the fate. Met the fate. In the hornet's nest, bullets just zipping by. Significance, who knows, but bullets, they never lie. Both sides are falling down, the wounded on all sides. Oh, Confederates back, so our men consumed by silence doesn't exist down here. What does that mean? The concept of that word is consumed by broken dreams. Shots fire constantly into each other's flesh. The bullets stinging is the only way this is put to rest. Don't know till we engage, hit the enemy move. It seems like death is coming, it'll be here soon. Try to push us west, but we fell back due east, amassing a defense line so tense they can't believe the hornet's nest fell. And now they try to put us down in pursuit, but with our guns they will say, what now? This place will go down in history, a reminder, and I know why. The bullets in the air zipping by sting like hornets, sting like hornets in the sky. This place will go down in history, a reminder, and I know why. The bullets in the air zipping by sting like hornets, sting like hornets in the sky. Yo, morale for them as Logan Johnson he appeared, leading a charge into us and leading fears. However, when we fire and wound him bleeding out, it doesn't matter your rank, our guns will seek you out. And the hornets that surrounded on all sides, after holding on so long, fall back and send the tide. The enemy attacks relentlessly, just chaos all along our ranks. Every unit seems so lost. The men in disarray just retreat back to the river. Some stay and fight, determined to never be a quitter. Confederate storm in, guns blazing with a purpose. Grant just wants to wait for Bill to cross the river. Focus on holding it back on every road and every mark. Men are falling all around the corners, rolling shun pipe. This place will go down in history, a reminder, and I know why. The bullets in the air zipping by sting like hornets, sting like hornets in the sky. This place will go down in history, a reminder, and I know why. The bullets in the air zipping by sting like hornets, sting like hornets in the sky. Grant awaits the army of the Ohio with fuel to cross the river, trying to avoid full-on battle. It's true. This place will go down in history, a reminder, I know why. The bullets in the air zipping by sting like hornets in the sky. Shot low. Into the fray, where I'm going, one-sided is a battlefield I'm knowing. Into the fray, federals laying down thousands upon thousands, cover the ground. I'm supposed to wage war without feeling, without fear. Well, that's hard when they just hit us, make it clear. Gather up our dead, they gave us time generously. Although we wanted one last charge, we faced defeat. Charging Mary's heights, sending unit after unit to their death. Relentlessly now, charge again, 8,000 dead start to litter the ground. Determined to take the heights, they just pound us with gunfire. Per side of man possessed with thoughts of victory, but it will only be a mess. There's this fire beating flesh, causing wound. Take those heights and meet up with your doom. Well, it's time. Gotta grab your gun, assemble with them. No, there's not a place to run. It's not what you want, well, you gotta overcome. The orders are clear, take the heights in the sun. Take the heights. Charge the wall, navigate the burst of light. Take the heights. Charge the wall, navigate but with no sight, no sight. No sight. Into the fray, past the wounded, urging us to turn back, we don't know. into the fray. Think they're leaving, retreating, but it's wrong and it'll show. We can't take the positions, all we take is casualties. Stubbornly, there's no admission, just keep going endlessly. Cross the Rappahannock, not through Fredericksburg. More and more men advice against this. Burnside will never bend. All you gotta see is the smoke. All you gotta hear is the men, you will know that the Confederates are tearing us apart. Gotta take the heights, the high ground is what we want. There's a fog on the city, Fredericksburg, as we move through the streets. They also fire down on us, keep moving. Our orders are to take their position, no matter what it takes. But what's the cost? Well, it's time. Gotta grab your gun, assemble with them. No, there's not a place to run. It's not what you want, what you gotta overcome. The orders are clear, take the heights in the sun. Take the heights. Trust the wall, navigate the burst of light. Take the heights. Trust the wall, navigate but with no sight. Take the heights. Take the heights. Take the heights. Take the heights. Yeah. Retreat to the hills, we fought south of the city, and they just run, we broke through, but it's simply no support. Hard to build upon this. If they're exposed, we'll never see. It's been missed. The casualties mount, the pace of battle frantic, and oh so savage. Close quarters, killing men, stabbing each other, clubbing each other in the head. These tales from battle may be better left unsaid. Through a gap, we penetrate and hit them. Unprepared, unarmed, most of their men. Artillery rain down all the while both sides. Though we cut through them like a bullet in the spine. The fog has lifted, the fog has lifted. Both sides of the river like a light has shifted. Our side meets south of the city, Fredericksburg. They hold the high ground, charge and never say a word. Our grand division cross the river so strong, but orders to hold back, not attack full on. Intimidate, lead, maybe you'll see and just flee. But that's unlikely, enraged by what they seen. Looting the city, yeah, we take what we please. Who cares if they're mad? We move to take what we need. Civilians flee Fredericksburg after the shells, signaling the arrival of northern hell. The grand division here to take sacred heights, overlooking the battlefield, that's right. Yeah, here we come across the pontoon bridges. Versailles, of course, commanded we'll fight vicious. The heights above will be where we lay to rest. Countless men for the blue, you can guess. Assemble now at the Rappahannock River. Fredericksburg in view, fight to be the victor. We must take the heights. Trust the wall, navigate the burst of light. Take the heights. Trust the wall, navigate with no sight, no sight. No sight. No sight. No sight. We must take the heights. Runs over a creek, near a hillside overlooking. See them marching onward, many men will fall, and they call this place Antietam. Antietam, observe, gather up the dead. Advantage we gain, can't pursue them no less, because resources running low, somehow we beat them. Tactically not outright, but you should see them. The flank has gone awry, the bullets from them still fly across the bridge in their line of sight. Dead before you arrive. Underneath the bridge, a creek, Our men are crossing, a bottleneck is hindered, time is costly. Confusion up and down, the battle lines lost in cornfields are just lost in the mind. Well, to see the enemy possesses, dressed in our uniform stolen. Learn the lesson of bayonet in the gut from nowhere, and we're stressing who is friend, who is foe. I'm trying to get the message. Ammunition running low along with hope. You should know the bridge we crossed was captured at the cost of many souls. Confederates defend Sharpsburg, strategical advantage cross the antietam at the hope of advancing. Fall, keep on moving, the battlefield you crawl. Well, you should see them across the bridge, answering the call. Blood is spilled all around, yes, it's sad. A creek runs through it, a creek runs through it, turning red. Yeah, a bridge runs over a creek, near a hillside, overlooking, see them marching onward, many men will fall. And they call this place Antietam. Failed to take the bridge, Crook and his men pushing fire all around. Once again from the high ground, surrounding the hell, we can't beat them, but we have to fall back. Too many dead and you should see them. Take the bridge, that's right. The creek is no divide. The terrain around it, however tight to navigate, so take the bridge, save some time. The creek only wasted at many points and mostly out of range, but command doesn't know. Moving across, concentrated now, a target. Easy at that for them to pick off regardless. It's really not that difficult, we made it harder. Antietam Creek, a minor problem, just a starter. A plateau they defend with artillery that's poised to make our position a living hell, I suppose. Approaching the bridge with treacherous sharpshooters, cutting men down before we maneuver. Take position in the afternoon, keep on moving. Attack that bridge, well, misery is looming. Fall, keep on moving, the battlefield you crawl. Well, you should see them across the bridge, answering the call. Blood is spilled all around, yes, it's sad. A creek runs through it, a creek runs through it, turning red. Yeah, yeah. Fall, keep on moving, the battlefield you crawl. Well, you should see them across the bridge, answering the call. Blood is spilled all around, yes, it's sad. A creek runs through it, a creek runs through it, turning red. Bloody lane, the trap, we fire upon them. As they fall, they pile up, nothing to defend. A break in the line, we move to exploit a road that's sunken. They stand, they can't avoid the onslaught of guns and men we unleash. Bloody lane, costly to say the least. Bloody lane, slump over, face down. We create, pulling the trigger so profound. Pushing back, we're pushing them back, closing in on the city. In the center of their line, they will face us, the few against many. Out of the cornfield on the other side, escaping all the carnage that was witnessed, that's no lie. Slaughter manifested, the fallen soldiers in command. No discrimination in this place, it's just grim. 255, 400, just a small territory. Changing hands all morning, constantly switching up the story. The Iron Brigade of the Union pushed through. Jackson and his men with heavy fire so true. The Texans were fierce, but reinforcements spelled doom for them. The Iron Brigade held true through the North Woods, marching straight ahead. At dawn, soon the creek will be a battlefield instead. Fall, keep on moving, the battlefield you crawl. Well, you should see them across the bridge, answering the call. Blood is spilled all around, yes, it's sad. A creek runs through it, a creek runs through it, turning red. A creek runs through it. to the hills, run from Confederate guns. Run, no frills, run towards Washington. Run, this war will not be done. So regroup, rise again like the sun. No news of victory for Lincoln, he awaits his army. Mighty army is fleeing on this day. Confederates don't pursue, they're also in disarray. Retreat, organize until Bull Run crossing must escape. Run there on the ridge, run surrounding us now. Run, you wanna live, run, be sure not to fall down. Run, the battle they have won, but we'll regroup, rise again like the sun. Run, retreat, but the war is far from done. In the end, tell me all that you've done. Just beginning, shots fire everyone. Victory elusive, they have won the battle, but the war is far from done. Many more have to fall, are you the one? Maybe not, but we will see when they come over the hills that will run. They capture our guns, turning the tide of the war. Outfitted in blue, attack, how can we know? They fight savagely, they hit us, they yell. Though we outnumber them, they press, we fell. We were driving them back and then we hit a stone wall. Jackson and his men stood firm, they stood strong against our onslaught on Henry Hill. Shooting shells everywhere, hopefully they will feel. Blood has been spilled, revenge is in the mind. They target officers, we target traitors in our mind. Sherman is advancing through fire on the line. In pursuit of them fearlessly, there's no time. Run, retreat, but the war is far from done. In the end, tell me all that you've done. Just beginning, shots fire everyone. Victory elusive, they have won the battle, but the war is far from done. Many more have to fall, are you the one? Maybe not, but we will see when they come over the hills that Bull Run. Over the hills that Bull Run. Nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. When the war closes in on every side. Nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. When the war closes in on every side. Crashing into their flame from an unguarded fort. They run and they don't think, they just flee to fight some more. We maneuver and we march strategically, trying to stay ahead. Spotting us off in the distance, signal we're on the way. With no doubt, bad intentions as we already fighting shells. Hidden Beauregard's headquarters, we're already bringing hell. This war's first battle, the Union confidence just swells. This war's first battle, we'll run, remember it well. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. When the war closes in on every side. Nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. When the war closes in on every side. Yeah, we fight upon them, moving out on the offensive. Yes, the blast in the distance alerted them to the mission to take the fight to them. No time to bear witness. We're in a battle now, part of a war that brings sickness. A tear spreads in the nation from the north to the south, and we the Union troops represent the truth. No doubt, July 21st, make our orders then to march, no fear. Victory surely in the cars, no time to fear. 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 Well, they captured Fort Sumter. The South took up their guns. A rebellion has started. They're headed towards Washington. So rise up in the Union. Mobilize and defend liberty, your way of life, but at a cost, don't pretend. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. don't run. Surrendering the fort that's been bombarded to the rebel soldiers. Afternoon, round after round, 3,000 rounds pounded. The facade, yes, it's true though. Not a man died, it signified the beginning of a war that's gonna tear us apart. The flag, stars and stripes, tattered and torn, will be a rallying cry in the heart. Well, they pounded the fort all day with cannonball fire, heated red hot, and parts of the fort burst in flames. Though the rains would come in, make it stop at night, they reduced the total shots low. But at dawn, full bombardment will resume. Just know that this is the end of an unsteady peace. It'll soon erupt in war full blown. Glory, glory taken with every cannon blast. Why is peace taken? Tell me why it can't last. Because shackles and chains tarnish all that we have, and a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. And a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. And a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. And a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. And a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. Well, how did we arrive to this place where brothers kill brothers in a fill a sunken place? The fact of the matter is we're all created equal, and the fact is some would stand against that. Lethal in a new president with radical views form distaste. So many chose secession to ignore what he states. Yeah, I know it has to do with economics and a myriad of other things. Yeah, I know all the Southerners weren't evil and the Northerners weren't free from stain. But the fact is, bringing their slaves they opposed, they were willing to die. Is it brave? Racism wasn't only in the South, but they took up weapons to fight for old ways. Glory, glory taken with every cannon blast. Why is peace taken? Tell me why it can't last. Because shackles and chains tarnish all that we have, and a nation bloodstained. Some can't let go of the past. And a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. And a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. And a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. And a nation stained with blood. Some can't let go of the past. Many slaves flee north and eventually take up arms. Many trapped in the South fight for them against their will. It won't last because emancipation in the future, but many have to die before that. President Lincoln in 4 years will address a torn nation. Freedom all should have, regardless of their skin color. Wake up, well, they will all take notice in the end. Fort Sumter, not the close of a chapter, but how the story it begins. The Civil War, not the end of the fight for equality, but it was the start. Blood is spilled north and south before and after. Freedom is gained at a cost. Inauguration followed by succession, on a line dividing north and south. Both sides prepare for a war that defines who we are. There's no doubt freedom shouldn't have any terms, especially not out of one's control. A nation forged out of blood and the tears of countless people you know for glory.